Yeah, just let the startup screen hold for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we should be back now. And I didn't actually put the tweet out yet, so good time to do so.
Alright.
You need to go over here, and I will put you over here. When in doubt, order of operations is the best policy.
It's always. Like, the setup has, like, 12 moving parts, and if they're not in the correct order, everything fails. Oh.
Pretty much. I'm gonna bump you up to 130, just to, like, keep up with me, because apparently I looked at my other recordings previously, and I was pretty loud compared to you, so...
Alright.
If Discord will even let me... see. Oh, there it is. Discord, why you gotta hide this?
Still not letting you share screen, or what's up?
No, nothing. It's just, it was being weird with, putting the, capture screen over my options to actually bump you up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, we should be good to go now. I'm gonna turn this over to main game.
You gotta give me the eyes.
I thought you had the eyes.
No, that's why I was joking about them.
What the fuck?
You never gave them to me.
Alright, we should have the eyes now.
There we go. Everything is...
everything's fine. Okay. Now I can take Teasel off of the screen and we can actually start the video game. So anyway, as I said, we are just starting disc 2 out of 4. And I left us off on a little cliffhanger because we had just gotten Mac, and I gave a little bit of a spiel about what exactly he does and what we talked about what spirit magic is. So I hope I didn't leave y'all brooding the entire week over whether or not Mac's actually good, because I'll tell you right now, Mac fucking sucks.
It's very sad. Mac is effectively a hybrid frontliner slash wizard, and is bad at all of them.
Pretty much.
Like, you see that they put Mac in our front line with 400 HP. Jansen has more than that. Obviously 5 levels down, but like even at
still, it's pretty dire.
Yeah. Like, the thing that annoys me the most about Mac as a character is the weapon.
Yeah, the discus is weird.
Because, like, I don't think it's ranged.
No.
So, Blue Mage cannot do everything, sadly. One of the big problems is that, like, any other immortal can do spirit magic way better.
Yeah, and the other big thing, too, with that is that... I don't know why I keep going off the menu entirely. But, like, fingers, please. So, one of the big things about Mac is that, as we've said before, you need to level Immortal in order to get half of the spells into your spellbook, because the other 2 are found elsewhere. This is much more important for Mac than it is for practically any other character, because, like, he forms the backbone of a lot of shit, and spirit magic is actually really good. So, unfortunately, it behooves you to level him up.
Yeah, and as you might guess, well, Vipra's John's can't we just leave him on the side? Like, once you get enough characters.
No,
Nope,
you
sorry.
cannot do that.
This is an RPG taking off old RPGs. That a party experience? Nah, fuck that. You ain't in the fight, and you ain't getting anything. So
Gotta earn every breath you take. All right, let's go.
So
how many?
My book had 19.
We have 17, so
there might be a couple in the Crystal Forest that we needed Mac to get.
Yeah, probably gonna have to.
That might be the
back.
number. Or
fortunately,
even,
with that, we do have easy access to the outside because we now have
this teleporter. Well, not teleporter, but like a. In here, nope.
Nope.
But yeah, so right now it won't be a problem for Mac. We might want a back row Mac for everything, but maybe not. I don't know. So yeah, now we've got these platforms.
Because as a spirit mage, he can just make these work internally.
So now these are the things we have to go around and find to get the last of the crystals.
Mm-hmm. There are some other things in the forest that have also turned on because of Max, so we can go take a look at those as well.
So yeah, we're effectively on round 2. I don't know. Where do you have to? What? At least here we already had the fights with 4 characters, so adding a 5th ain't gonna hurt.
Yeah. So, besides spirit magic, Mech's other thing is that he has skills, and I think this is the first time we have come across a character that actually has more skill focus. A lot of his are damage-based.
Yeah, power hit, double hit, wall, which is, I think, up GC.
Yeah, he's another one that's just like, I do GC shenanigans, and I'm like, well, that's great, kid.
Yeah, they really feared GC shenanigans being usable in any way. Mm-hmm. So anything in this game other than blocking that gains it is very, 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 very small. Like, if you, like, so Shadow here.
Shadow is the bread and butter of Spirit Magic's damage, and is also a very important spell to know in general for reasons we will see a little bit later on.
Oh, we actually got the paralysis.
Ooh, yeah.
Whatever.
That's fine. Like, for this turn, it's fine. Being afraid of using their unique combat mechanic interesting, like, yeah, like, this is something that you can occasionally come across, and it's just like, but what about balance? And I'm like, you're making the balance. This is the thread that you have to, this is the needle you have to thread.
Yeah,
like, you made the thing.
There's really not a lot of, like, the GC stuff. Anything that plays with it really is just not a spot you want to be in a lot of times.
Yeah, it's mostly a mechanic that is...
Good news. Max 5 levels down. Max getting a full level every time. Also learn counter, which is going to be a good one to steal.
Yeah, counter actually is a pretty good one. Thank you for reminding me, actually. I do need to go ahead and start leeching off of Mac.
Yes.
So, Spirit Magic is really good for Kym and Seth in particular to have, because when they have dead turns, it means that they can just run support for the rest of the party while the mages are doing their thing.
Getting bits like power hit and counter onto your melee characters is also something that can work quite well, with the exception of how rings work also now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Again, that's kind of my beef with skills. Like, if they also worked off of rings, then I would have much less issue with them.
So yeah, that should be our last little bits in the area.
That's a final seed for that part, and once we get done with like the big stuff, then we can probably play Roundup with all of the remaining crystal fragments.
Get back in the back row.
Good idea. You might as well be there.
Especially if you're just having a cast shadow. Anyway. Yoink. Wow, that kicks in at end of turn.
Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta wait. Oh, you idiot. You poor fool.
That doesn't do anything.
That doesn't do anything. I already gave up those turns.
And you see we actually knocked these enemies back in casting order by bopping them on the head earlier.
Yeah.
Another level for Mac, or not quite, 8.
I can stop being a frog if I so
Yeah,
choose.
Now you'll learn something else on a new accessory.
Yeah, might as well do this.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these that are just like, might as well grab, you know, Lucky Clover, or...
Yeah, that's fine. This one might actually be in it. Yeah. Kind of was expecting that.
Yep, yep. Was the 5 plus 1, or are we looking at something different? Yep, 5 plus 1.
Pretty much. Hey, good news with Shadow. It does mean that I can cast Prism, and they don't all just magic pixel right away.
Indeed, these enemies will stick around. Your alternate line, if you wanted, if you so chose, would be to cast Minda on Jansen to up the damage.
That's definitely an option.
Yeah, you have multiple ways around this, is what I mean. Spear Magic's good.
It is. I just don't really think about a lot of the initial buffs, because like I think about their stronger counterparts because I don't like have a good frame of reference. We don't have numbers, which is the big problem.
Well, we can do playing with them, right? We know how much damage Prism does normal. Like next time we get a fight like this, we can kind of see if, you know, what does a minded Prism look like. Oh, looks like that extra level or 2 you got on Jansen also was off to prevent the magic pixel, which is nice.
Yep.
There's the counter Prism thing it does.
I love counterattacks. I love being able to just ignore the turn order.
That was close.
There's a level for Mac. Again, you don't get... And then everybody learn their level 2 Spirit Magic, so...
Now we can get counter.
I guess the problem with immediately grabbing level 2 Spirit Magic there is, like, guess what's gonna get... Mac's gonna get it, like, 18, 19, right?
Yeah, that's also kind of the thing. I forgot that Mac is in the middle of gaining some serious levels right now.
Yeah. Every fight or 2 fights should be a level. Anyway, there's a couple areas like this we couldn't access. That's where the last items in the area are. You just kind of have to find these like 3 or 4 little teleporty... No, I'd say teleporter over there. Not quite a teleporter.
So we mentioned that there are quite a few things that opened up here. This is not one of them. This is a different thing.
Yeah, this is still not here. Should be one around this area, right? Like down into the right? Yeah, there it is.
There we go. Come to think of it, we also saw one of those in Gongora's mansion, so just, like, keep them in mind. They are a thing. Speaking of which...
Demon Warrior Blade and Demon Warrior Ring.
When you get a special weapon, they tend to come with, like, a complimentary ring on the house.
Well, let's see what we got here. 50 power.
Okay, this is our, we have killer machine at home.
Yep.
They'll come in handy. Anyway, I guess now we can, like, try and figure out where the other two things are.
The problem is I have, like, a whole map, but it doesn't help in the sense of, like, which ones we have and which ones we don't, right? Like,
right. Well, we do have to double back anyway, because there is another, like...
Oh, right, there's a second area. Yes. And perhaps that grabs us one or two.
Yeah.
And, like, the fights don't hurt because, like, Mac needs the levels, and we're able to still get the skill points from it.
Are you some kind of beast?
Alright, nothing we can number compare on here. You want to try the, powered up, prism? See how that does?
Sure.
You didn't equip. Right, that's fine. What if you hit it?
Could try doing that.
Alright. Alright. Ooh, I don't know if the turn order is going to work for us in this.
I don't know, this looks like the Kellon is not going to run away because it's all the way in the back.
You know, I mean, casting support, I think we can put Jansen ahead of Mac.
Nah.
Nope, okay. Okay, we're good. Fuck off.
Let's go.
Okay. And we kept the little soul fly here, which is going to be our big point of contention.
Eh.
Some.
Slight.
It looks like, I want to say a 25%.
I'll definitely check the tapes when we get done. But
yeah.
Like, well, if anyone's going to put, like, yeah, if anyone's going to put the tables together, it's got to be us, right?
Yeah. All right, we learned critical heal. We learned our accessory moves, so that's good. We have a ton of these that we just keep going through. You might be wondering, you sure still have a lot of slot seeds. Gonna use them anytime soon? And the answer is no.
Eventually. In moderation.
You gotta wait on those, or else you're gonna make some counter takes. Some there.
Okay.
Counter's gonna be a really nice one to have, though.
Yeah, because in this game it is not just counter, it's evade and counter.
Yeah, that's what makes it really useful. All right, there's our. So this brings us up to this one on the side.
The numbers aren't in the handy strategy guide. No, practically every single thing that.
That's right. Let me check. Let me check the full description in the handy strategy guide.
Yeah.
I don't think it has them, but yeah, increased defense, increased magic.
Yeah, like every source I can find, it's always just like copy pasting the in-game description in some extent.
Slightly increase the magical attack of one party member. All right, you got your record keeper numbers. Are you ready to convert slightly or moderate to percentages? God.
All right, so we got refresh. It's a row heal. That's not too bad.
Yeah, this one's useful because it's again it's a one-turn low cost heal.
Yeah. It is only an in-battle thing, but it is an area heal. It's quick, it's cheap, gets the job done.
Gives you something to do on turns as well. But yeah, so it does look like, though, in the end, that the mind is going to be weaker than just Prism plus Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so then I think there's one more, right?
Yeah, like I think we have one more lift. Oh yeah, there it is. It's over in the back.
Oh
here.
yeah, it's yeah, right there. Well, I'm gonna start consulting.
Yeah, because like I feel like I'm gonna be losing my mind if we don't find these two.
Alright.
I know they're there. I've found them before.
Oh, here we go.
I think the other nice thing about this option is that Shadow is a one-turn move, as opposed to Prism.
Okay.
Like it's weak damage to compensate, but it is one turn. I feel like I should be healing.
Like taking candy from a baby.
That sounds like a cool thing to do right now.
Oh, and you don't even get the... Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass now. The dead characters don't get the experience, so... Alright, so Kime gets the swap, but Seth does not.
Mm-hmm. Though in all honesty, it's...
Power hitter combo.
Yeah, I'll take combo.
They're not bad. Alright, so I've got... Alright, so let me... I'm gonna count the... So... There are 6 crystal fragments in the first map. There are 6 crystal fragments in the second map.
You better say your prayers.
Alright. So here we get to show this thing's gimmick for real. Hold on. You might want to try swap it up with Kime and Seth's turn.
Right.
So the trick here is you want to just bash them with the magic that they have they're weak against. That's...
I don't have an EMP, but okay.
Well, you at least have some characters who are going to be able to.
Yeah.
So we can give it a shot with Kime on the melee, but it usually ain't gonna work. But with like Seth here, it's gonna be better to just try to go for, I think it's ground.
Yeah, if it's ground that... Actually, you can try this because it has, like, super high priority.
Because its ground is strong as water, right?
Yes. So that's actually what we can do.
Yeah. And then have have Seth go for yeah. There you go, and then just go like ground on your 3 here. All right.
Okay.
And if it flees, that's annoying, but oh well.
Well, that's annoying.
It's the one fight like we kind of try to show off. It has a unique drop.
Yeah. Like, I mean, in all honesty, that is the metal slime.
Yeah, it's metal slime. But it's not melee, you have to hit it with a magic.
Yeah. And it also has stupidly high magic resistance on top of that.
Alright, so, as I was saying, 6 in the first area, 6 in the second area. Round 2. Same as the last, but you don't have items.
Sounds that way.
Just beat it, just attack, cast.
Yeah, just beat it to death with sticks. Oh, it's gonna run away.
That's fine. Oh!
Nope!
You might have it.
Holy fuck, we did it. Live on cam.
Hey.
That's right, we got the metal slime.
Alright, metal slime good. So, 300G and then a Seed of Terror is the drop, as well as
5 SB.
Also,
yeah.
Also, you'll notice that was real experience.
Yes.
You're almost at 20. You're almost at 21 when you shouldn't be at 21 in the area. So, the Seed of Terror. Yeah, so 6, and then 4 and 3. So there are 19 total findable. Oh,
I don't think I ever picked this. All right, well.
Oh.
Okay, we got 1.
There's 1.
It's fine for us to be here because we do have, like, an easy way back to the first map.
Go to the next spot. There's 3 on the next screen.
Okay, we got 2, I want to say. Could potentially be some hanging out in the corner here.
Yeah, check the corner of this room.
Okay, there's that. Nope. Stone that tells you to fuck around and find out.
There's 1 up top here.
Yeah, got that one.
Then there's 2 others in the room.
Oh, actually. No, that's not. They wouldn't put it in, like, the penalty zone. Especially when I've already solved the puzzle.
Go over to where the boss is, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, times like these, I'm super glad that we just are able to
there it is.
book it. Yeah.
Down from where you are.
Down from where I am? Alright.
So, back towards us.
I swear to God, if you double up on me, I'm gonna shit.
Not too smart, eh?
I should be fine. I should be out of the hitbox if that happens.
Yeah. Something's ground, so yeah, wind is the answer.
And you exist, Mac. Go get him. I'll go ahead and take that ring off next round while I'm thinking about it.
Sure. Infinity damage. Nice. GC's down to 0, effectively.
It's a little weird that only one of them is in the back. Oh, have fun, Mac.
Squeeze. We're at the full heal point anyway.
Only the strong survive.
Alright, we learned
Oh,
counter.
level 3 spirit magic.
So now we got some new magic to check out. Anyway, yeah, so let's check that out as we learn our new skills.
Grab this,
So
and then, yeah, it's down.
Yep. Yeah, it's like it's right behind the stairs, sort of, out of view of the camera. Okay.
Sure. This is a party that exists.
And fuck up the front row with some of your attacks, and then wait, it's all front row.
Just fuck them up in general.
Yeah, so this gets to be a Prism plus Shadow. Fuck him up.
Killer Machine's doing hell of work.
Okay.
Are you fucking real?
Wah wah.
Are you real?
Alright, just beat him up. That's paralysis for you.
You're gonna die right away. That's what I've decided.
Yeah, should die to 1 melee.
Also, probably put some other stuff on. Alright, I've just decided you're dead.
It's not in my nature to lose.
Alright.
And now, after 5,000 years...
There's where it was hidden the whole time.
Okay, let's fucking book it. We're out of here.
Luckily, we have a quick escape going up and out.
Yep.
Alright, I have to look at that item we got from the Kellalon.
Considering I don't really remember... Actually, no. I think it is a ring crafting material, because, like...
Probably.
Mm-hmm. I kind of lump priority with, like, the priority of ring crafting materials to, like, you got a t-shirt that says you beat up this enemy. Good job.
Seed of Terror, right? That was the name?
Yes.
Oh god. This is not sorted by materials. Anyway.
Yeah. Actually,
we
there
need
is
one
a
of these
very
around.
specific dream that I want to do today.
Okay.
I got the one that I have in mind. Although this one is also a really good one. I do have a nice little backlog building up, so I guess another stream is in order at some point.
Yeah, I think we got 6 right now. Alright, anyway, I'm sure things are gonna go great when we walk back into town.
Yeah, everything's gonna be fine. We saved the day. We beat up the bad guy.
Alright, but we have a fun Okay, so we got stuff to do and we got a place we can't touch or else we're gonna get locked out.
Yes. First and most important thing, this guy.
Here it is. Yep.
Cubic Music is a very weird little mini game. I even hesitate to call it a mini game because it's just like, all right, I'm gonna look up the thing, or you have the thing. You got the guide.
It doesn't tell you. It just says do the thing.
Yeah, well, Wiki will have the thing.
Yeah, you go find. Yeah, anyway, the anyway.
All right. Cubic Music Score locations.
Okay.
There we go. All right, we're good to go. So we're gonna do the first one.
Here we go. Seth and Kime's new best friend. Mac defaults to a position in the front row of combat, which is not where he belongs. He uses the formation menu to send him to the back. Even as a back row character, he's capable of dealing out decent damage with hit and combo and with Spirit Mag, which is primarily of stat boosting recovery spells. Mac is a good all-around character, but the best thing about him is what he has to offer for Seth and Kime. They should immediately copy counter, combo, power hit, and Spirit 3, which they'll be able to put to use far better than Mac ever could. Chance, what are you doing?
He's just hanging out.
Alright.
He wants to feel involved.
Right.
Okay, so the way this works is you have a music score, and you have to provide the requisite amount of characters in order to begin the performance.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I just remembered what memory you're gonna want to do, of course. Duh.
So all you have to do is just strike the boxes in order.
That's it.
That's it. That's the game. Are you having fun?
Anyway, the huge part about this, the prizes
Are very
Cube.
good. Cube reveals. Force. Force is a really good spell.
Yeah, so the prizes from the cube are spells. So you want to be doing these like as much as you can.
Yeah, the trouble is like you'll see.
Yeah. So anyway, we did get cube score 2. DAAD.
You must play dad.
So yeah. This game had
Yes,
like,
noted other noted other successful video game with box input puzzles. Sonic 06.
So, by the way, for those who are wondering, how the hell are you solving this? First note C, and you go up. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C.
The purple one is a rest cube.
Yes. So for musical notation, notes are letters A through G, and they repeat as you go up again. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And C is the starting note for generally when you're counting. So you go C to C. So that's why we're able to know, oh, D, A, A, D. It's that. Anyway, Dodger. Dodger's actually pretty cool. I like the spell. I think both of these are actually pretty reasonable spells.
Yeah, increases evasion rate.
Yeah, evasion rate. And then the other one was force, right? Which is the
yes,
just the blaster.
This is the blaster. This is the non-elemental damage heavy hitter.
Yeah. This is the. It's also quick cast time too. So.
Yeah, this is what you're casting when your opponent just doesn't have any elemental weakness to speak of.
Which we've seen.
All right,
We've
so
seen none.
I'm
now
gonna.
The other place we want to go is to turn in the crystal fragments.
Yes. So we gotta head back over here.
You'll enjoy the prize we get from that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing we absolutely don't want to do is go towards the fountain.
Yeah, you're noticing that our steps are very deliberate right now. I have a vague idea of where the event flag is, and it's a pretty broad area.
Oh, well, you pass by it.
Whoop.
It's on the other side of the bridge, right up top.
I
right.
keep thinking that it's on the...
It's that room right there.
Yes. I don't know why I keep thinking it's in the alley, but I do.
I know. So...
That's how mental mapping be sometimes.
Anyway, if I get exactly 19 more...
Life brooch.
So this is a neat one. We got a comparable one to this earlier.
Yeah, mana earrings. This
But,
is the HP up.
Yeah, however, 10% HP up, everybody's going to want this.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a freebie that's really nice to just have. Obviously something you'll want on any immortals that can learn it. But, you know, not bad as just a freebie on the mortals when we don't know what to give them. Let me check
so what else have we got?
I think the main things we need to do are in the sequence we're about to get. There's a bunch of seeds and stuff that the next time we have a chance at grabbing is disc 4. So,
yep. Just making sure that there's nothing else in town proper before we do this.
No, I see cubes. I see turn in the crystal fragments, and then it's all the stuff on the other end. So
nice.
But yeah, you wanna it notes like, hey, you'll definitely want to use you'll definitely want to grab everything in here because you don't get another chance at it.
Yep. So let's get moving.
So yeah, the moment you even try to approach the fountain,
Beloved citizens of Ura, I am Tolton, son of the late King Cypher. Please heed my words. At this moment, our nation is in a
Oh,
state
if it isn't that little scamp from Ura.
war has been
It's the
declared
council.
by the beastmen,
I wonder what's going on.
and our country is still
What would be
in
so
shock.
important that they'd have to broadcast it around the world?
That on the Wall Highlands into such a tragedy. I am overwhelmed with shame at the number of people who died in that battle. Furthermore, I must inform the people that His Excellency, the Venerable Chairman Roxian, who has led the council since our nation became a republic, has passed away due to a sudden illness.
Emphasis on sudden.
Terrible sense of
Do you understand any of that?
yeah,
There were a lot of words I heard in my history.
the monarchy must be restored immediately. Therefore, in accordance with His Excellency's dying wish, I hereby declare that his-
Everyone's
all
just
the
like,
counselors-
is that good?
Every counselor in the back just goes,
Boy, you're sure taking a lot of initiative there.
It's Gongora's plotting.
The boss?
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Trying to stop something, right?
I, as the first in line to the throne, shall with
Should we
honor
stab
bear
him?
the crown as
Do we stab him?
Ura.
Yeah, like, they are
Thanks for clearing it up.
unimaginably composed for a group of people that took power after, like, a civil war or some
I
shit.
appoint His Excellency Gongora, sorcerer of vast experience,
The what?
Oh, me?
and second in
Oh, this is so Oh, I didn't realize that this was gonna happen.
Pulls out a scroll that has a long speech.
His Majesty's appointment.
Who knows how to ham it up?
What did he just say? Royal advisor? He's kidding, right?
It's nothing but government by regent.
My beloved citizens, allow me to illustrate one of the reasons that I reached this difficult decision.
It's me! Look it!
What?
They must be planning to invade Ura.
Is that my voice?
What is this?
How should I know?
We gotta go.
As you can see, it has been refitted
Hey,
with
hey,
weapons.
everybody, we gotta
You
go.
understand what this means? Numara, like Kent before it, is baring its aggressive fangs at our country. In this time of crisis, our country no longer has a standing army.
We need to leave. We need to leave.
We need to leave. Kime,
Kime.
get your grandkids and leave. We're going.
Kime, yeah, all right, we're going.
Kime, get your grandkids.
Like my late father,
Kime, we're leaving.
is indispensable.
Just go.
Listen, what the hell is this? Explain
Yeah.
yourself.
I'm telling you, I don't know anything.
You've been used.
Yeah.
By Gongora? You gotta be kidding me. I was just in it for the money.
There. See? He let it slip.
Yeah, okay. So now you know. But all he asked me to do was keep an eye on you guys. You gotta believe me.
Then what was that black pearl all about?
Well, look, that was, well...
Hey, I used that one up.
This guy's bad news. We should get rid of him. We need to deal with him before we look for Sarah. Gongora might even be listening in on this conversation.
Hey, wait a minute, okay? You don't know the whole story. Let me
It
just...
doesn't matter.
Kime?
Let him hear us. Let him see us.
Hey, Gagora, you fuck.
Let him shudder as we close in on him.
I'm gonna make a call-out post on Twitter.com for Gangora.
You are creeping me out. Man, you know, he's a handful even after getting his memories back. Where did I put that pearl?
Okay, so we're not done yet. Fortunately, they do give you a little bit more buffer room to be like, you should probably get your stuff done.
Yeah, but no, for real, we are about to.
Yes.
We are about to be forcefully escorted out of the convention.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've seen those guys before. What?
What's going on?
Speaking in extreme Cook or Mac voice there.
Oh, that... Hey, who threw that?
What the?
Hey, it's you! You're the Orin spies!
Spies? We've
Kime immediately blocking for the
Here's
kids.
your spy.
Seth immediately running interference and
Yeah.
putting it on Jansen.
Yeah,
what?
it's a-
Hey, don't point your finger at me.
Now we only have one spy here,
Attack Numara, isn't it? It's all your fault.
looking from afar. Hadol. We need to leave. We need to leave. We need to
We
leave.
need to leave. This way. We need to leave.
Toward the palace. We need to leave.
Minga's cool. She'll help us.
Now we get a nice little save point. The worst ramp in existence with 3 stairs on it. Just. Can't believe the guy wearing gold and diamond armor is a big tool, huh? Wow. Damn.
That sucks.
I can't believe the wizard with a giant damn.
Okay, we gotta leave Nimara proper. Or at least try
Alright.
to.
Well.
Real talk, I'm honestly surprised they let me get this far.
Yeah, I thought you were getting stopped before you walked even towards the palace here.
They're being surprisingly more generous with these event flags than I took them for.
Here's the big one.
Get down!
Hey, I guess Ura started invading the city early, huh?
You alright?
Damn.
Yeah. Fire!
Nah, that's just their own fucking military.
Yeah, that's just their own fucking troops.
This is no ordinary attack, is it?
What's an ordinary attack?
Now's the chance for you to slip into the smoke and run.
What? No way.
Move! If you stay here, you'll be in our way.
That's not true. We're in this together. Let's go. Look.
Don't worry. We'll be fine.
I say we surprise him by running away.
You. Shut up.
What?
Climb. See you later.
Don't worry, rendered smoke just to cover your escape. We're not going to use it for the rest of the scene.
You know, I think they've noticed us.
Kime?
If we put up a struggle here, we could end up triggering outright war between Ura and Numara.
So that means we should do what?
Don't move! If you resist, you'll regret it.
Yeah.
So we let ourselves get caught. That's brilliant.
We should let them know fighting won't solve anything.
Then we'll need the power of the Queen.
Power of the Queen. Good idea. You know, me and the Queen are tight. Yeah, we'll go way back. No problem.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jansen. Yeah,
You're
right.
wise to surrender.
Jansen says to the immortal who actually
We're not
knows the
spies.
queen.
We want to speak to the proper.
Yeah, like her being dismissive says a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a lot of double shield builds. CG thrown it.
Oh, we got too many models in here. Oh, and that in the picture-in-picture. That's no good.
If you're not spies, then what is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of what?
For ordinary travelers, you've certainly managed to get involved in some extraordinary events.
I apologize for pretending to be something I'm not. I just want you to hear me out.
Oh, I'll
Damn,
hear
he's
you
tall.
out. You're going to tell me what Ura is plotting.
Well, see, now there's no surprise. They were gonna throw your birthday party. Where's the Queen?
Who do you think you're talking to?
Idiot.
What's that look for? This fellow senses something unusual in your eyes.
What?
So, what exactly do
Well,
you
then,
need
let's expose
the
those
whole
eyes for
facial
what they
headdress
really are.
thing for, anyway?
Our country's sorcerers have some impressive powers themselves.
Look, that's called fashion.
Okay.
Do it.
That's just what a wizard looks like.
Hey, I guess wizards get to be whatever they want.
Oh boy! Whoa! Oh!
Anyway,
Wow, do you see what I'm seeing? Cause are those mine? Those are mine. They're mine?
These are without doubt crystals of magic energy. What this man sees is passed along to another sorcerer through these lenses of light. They are called spy eyes, and they allow a sorcerer to see everything the wearer sees.
three guesses who it is.
Awfully elaborate stunt to pull, even for a spy.
Hey, you know, I am not that smart. I mean, I'm not saying I'm dumb. I didn't know.
Excuse me, General, but this man is really telling the truth.
Shut up.
The person in which spy eyes are implanted would not be aware of them.
Sir, this guy seems pretty dense.
This is high-level magic, far beyond the capabilities of someone.
It's probably like level 7 or some shit.
Even with your power, you could not do it?
As
No.
you say, sir.
Ah, I can't believe he was just using me.
Of all the
yes.
times to figure that out.
Yeah.
I am gonna make that greedy, senile, flea-infested bastard pay.
Huh, you won't have time for that, spies. Kill them.
Well, all right.
I love the shields that have like speakers on them.
Through to that guy.
We don't have much of a choice.
Love the dual shields with guns in them.
Okay, so you know how, like, you make that FF2 build where you just equip double shields to max out your evasion? What if you just put guns on it and solve that part of the equation as well?
Yeah, it's real good. Anyway. Might want to check your rings on these.
Probably. Like, they're non-elemental anyway, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just, like, basic damage up, I'd say. Yeah, that's all fine.
Yeah. We'll see how Force does here.
Yeah, good opportunity to try that out.
Gun. See, check it out. That's cool as hell. Shield.
Yeah, I
gun.
do like the speakers that just shoot fireballs.
Armored bullet. That's right. So yeah, Force just one-shots a soldier. Force is quite good.
My understanding is that Force is like physical damage, but works off of your magic.
Yeah. Effectively, it's like a tier, like above a tier 1 spell, but it's not elemental.
Yeah.
That wasn't very fun.
Yeah, level up.
I mean, they just caught us. They didn't have time to disarm us.
Yeah. They're really good at burning down their own. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
What's happening? I can't see. What's
Bonk.
Are those your moms?
Oh my.
This is a god hand bit.
Yeah.
Hey, come back here! Who did this?
These kids are very powerful pranksters.
Mac?
Hey, where'd you guys come from?
It was fun coming up here.
We ended up sneaking around like thieves.
Settle down, Beavis.
Did great. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Level 5 prank go.
What? Don't let them escape! Release the god beasts!
My shoelaces weren't tied together. Fuck. Alright.
Oh no,
So-
there were a million rakes in front of me. How could I have seen this?
Alright, so this area. Anyway, you're gonna want to fight things anyway. Nice dodge.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that these NPCs are waiting very patiently for me to
Oh my god.
peruse.
Alright, wiggle. Wiggle.
Wiggle? No, I think they're already set.
Wiggle. Alright, so the, let me pull up the map then. Well, I've got a moment. Alright, map of the palace.
Don't let him get away.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna take fights here with these weird guard.
This thing has high evasion, so probably best to just smack it with magic.
Yeah. Also has no element. But we have Force again, and we know Force is strong as hell, so...
Yeah, and unfortunately, Cook only has access to level 2, so no Force for her.
Yep, for now.
Mm.
Alright. But you want to get... So this area, we have an upper floor and a lower floor, and there's a ton of pots and items we want to grab.
Actually, we got Killer Machine, and these things are mechanical.
That worked well. Yeah, from here you just kind of have the fight.
Yeah.
Physical with everyone probably does it.
Actually, should probably just slam down a heal real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, so the main thing you want to find in here are the seeds. Those are big, obviously. But there's a cubic score. You're going to want to find that. That one should be like right next to where you're at.
Yeah.
As well as another set of earrings.
That guy appeared to get stuck in the urn.
So yeah, down to the right here is where the big thing is.
Like, this is extremely silly, but I am glad they made sure that the NPCs give you enough berth to, like, get away once you're done with this.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Well, that's blocked off.
Yeah, you gotta go that way. Nice try, jerk. Nice try, jerk. Incredible dodges.
Oh yeah! Let's get it on!
So yeah. Fights around here are a bit of a pain, but they're not too bad. And, like, we do have levels to grab, so... We can probably take out that heavy core with 2 auto attacks. Then 2 spells, and then... Yeah. I don't want him to have Zephyr on the front line, actually. Not a Zephyr, but a...
Yeah, I just kind of accidentally hit that instead of Shadow.
Nah, I'm... It's like there's only gonna be 1 enemy left, but here you go. Nice. Oh, nice try, dude.
Cool, that just means I'm gonna hit you. How about that?
But yeah, refresh here is actually quite good. Because, you know, why not? Also, that makes a funny noise. I don't know what's up with the funny noise, but whatever.
I should actually go ahead and, like, have Mac use Power-Up on Kym or Seth.
In these fights, it won't be necessary too much, but yeah, it's a good thing.
Well, especially since, like, for auto fights, like, you just automatically... It remembers your targeting, so...
Yeah. So... Your ass.
Yeah, that's my ass. Keep your back. Keep your distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Combo and power hitter is still going to be worthwhile.
Actually, does Cook have anything new? Oh, no. Still waiting on that.
It's Jansen's new one.
Ooh, Absorb Transfer. So, this one's actually kind of interesting, because, once you get, like, rings that allow you to drain HP or MP, then you can leverage this to, like, help your mages out a little bit. Because, like, basically what this does is, it takes a percentage of the amount of HP or MP the front line absorbs, and then just gives it to a party member in the back row.
Yeah.
Very strange. Like, obviously Jansen can't make use of this himself, but this is strictly an immortal thing.
It's a weird one.
Yeah, and we don't have any, like, HP or MP absorption stuff yet. Like, aside from the Adamantus ring, I guess.
Yeah.
Even then, it's just kind of whatever. I'd like to use this once we have, like, a good MP leverage.
Yeah, so, I mean, it can be useful right now with the MP Restore Ring and then healing in the back, but...
Which is why I'm going to go ahead and grab it while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, and then... hand off that life so that we can start learning that. Once we're done with Kellon.
Yeah,
these are
I'm
all
good with this for now.
Alright, so once you grab the 100 Gs in the pot right there, then you want to head up. There's a wall blocking your progress. So the way this area works, well, you want to head up, like as in.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's a wall. There you go. There you can see the wall blocking your progress. But yeah, so the way this area works is we have to go kind of up and down and up and down. If we go back towards us, where we came from, to the right, we'll find some more items.
Gotcha.
Yep. And then, get him! Dude, there's one more back that way.
Okay.
I'll wiggle past you. Good wiggle.
They're all being so generous as I try to bumble my way through all of these instructions.
Yep. Yeah. And then there's a wall blocking here, so we have to go up and around to the next elevator. But there's going to be a couple items on our way.
Got a slot seed.
Yep, there's that, and then the one past the dog. Nice dodge. Then you want to get on the elevator again.
You really need to want it in order to actually fight.
Yeah. Then from here, we got a couple items directly. One to the right, and then a bunch to the left.
Yeah, all things considered, this is a pretty straightforward segment.
Yeah, the big thing here is that you can't come back here, so if we miss these seeds...
Yeah, it's going to be a long while before we can actually do it again.
There's 2 items below us. It's down.
There they are. As you were, sir.
Yeah, down. There we go. There they are. There we are. Add empty rings.
This is level 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're all, so this is one of the bigger items we want to get out of here, because this is not only something we want to give the Immortals, but obviously handing this off to Cook and then having like level 2 on Mac or something like that.
Yes.
Lets us have a lot more casting.
That's actually what I want to do right now, just so that Cook can have Force for this segment, because that's helping a whole lot.
Yep. Now we just got to head upstairs, and there's a couple more items for us. The dog's just going to wait. It's fine.
Like, that's my favorite part of this segment, if we're being real. Just like the
I
NPC interactions.
Man, so then we just head left and down. We get, yep, that dog didn't touch. Okay.
Oh, it touched me while I was in the middle of my animation. That's not allowed.
Yeah, that's weird. Illegal dog.
Oh yeah! Let's get it on!
Alright, few enemies in this one.
All front row, though, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's a good force.
If you're wondering how best to optimize max damage, you must consider this one important thing. Mac doesn't do damage. Yeah, the prompt is probe, because, like, you're probing the urn.
Wow, that dog lived. Alright.
That was close.
Ooh, good levels. Good to have.
Yep.
Then we get this item.
Okay. Just check this. Oh. We're fine on these.
Yep.
Pardon me, I appear to have been stuck in the wall.
Yeah, you're currently stuck in a loop.
Guess we have no choice.
This ain't too bad.
So, while we're busy with this, it's worth mentioning that the Lapras-looking thing over there, the Prussian, it can inflict Confuse on your front row, and in this game, what Confuse does is, regardless of what you target, you just end up targeting something random. That's what Confuse does.
It's very dangerous. You jerk.
It's only one dog.
Yeah. Alright, then we can finally get the item out of this pod.
Assuming I don't have to... I'm just kind of wondering whether or not I'm gonna have to, like, reset the animation. Yeah. Had to do that. So here's something that Cook just recently learned, yeah. Mental stability. It just gives you better, like, resistance against spellcasting interference.
Which is already not a big thing,
yeah.
But...
So now we can just go over here. I got this.
Yep, so nope. We don't want to go down that. We want to be up on this floor.
Okay. Well, I'll come back.
Yep.
This dog just gets to watch me try and reset my position.
Yeah. The last couple items are just on our normal path.
Okay.
And we want to head back to the center. Like down and right.
Alright. Oh, yeah. Just want to make sure that, yeah, we're good there.
Yep. So that pot, and one more. What a nice dog to wait
This
for
looks
you.
extremely silly, dude. I'm sorry.
To the right, there's a...
Yeah. I'm gonna head back. I just wanted to get
Yeah.
that heal point.
Yeah, right in the back, you can see it. Alright, that's the last. So now we got the heal point and there's a save point.
Yeah.
There they are!
Do want to make sure that we got all of the seeds. And, yeah, looks like we did.
Alright.
So, should be good to go.
Alright, so now we're gonna have a adventure.
Yeah, this is much better.
Aren't the guards literally outside?
Well, we saw them, they wait.
Somehow. Mac. You okay? I'm so tired, Cook.
I'll bet. Doing all those pranks out in the... Like, it was probably took a lot out of you.
Looks good.
Ming.
Normal sleeping.
Aunt Ming.
Ming.
Yeah. Also, they literally know her as an aunt.
Jensen.
They just know the queen.
Yep.
Why have you come? Oh, you're all... You don't remember me? I'm Seth. Seth Balmore. This is Kai Marganar. We're comrades. Remember? Comrades?
I love the good old comrades
What do you mean
translation.
by that?
Anytime you see that,
Here, let me help you.
I always think of Zone of the Enders.
Yeah. Like, I think of a lot of stuff and just like, hey, comrades is fine. It works.
Yeah. They're, well,
End of the line for you. Your Majesty, I'm terribly sorry for the trouble. It will be over. Just a moment.
Did Heihachi literally do this when he was about to throw his son into the volcano?
The Queen's continued good health, huh?
oh my god.
You! Get out of the way! You do anything funny and the Queen gets it. Figurehead or not, she's still the Queen, Tiny. If anything happens to her, you'll be held responsible. You know better than to try anything, right? Not stupid.
Stupid. Oh.
There's an exit in the back.
Huh?
Behind
Thanks.
us.
Also, she is totally in
Yeah.
on it. I love that.
Yep.
Fall back, right.
Jensen, keep it up. I love this.
Don't move.
We're faking a kidnapping.
Move. Don't you dare move. You get it? Don't move from that spot.
You swine!
Ah, damn it. I got.
Anyway, we're back on these incredibly awful ramps.
Alright, let's check it out when we finally get to go over the steps, if they actually are steps. Yeah, those are steps.
Yeah, those are just steps.
Those are literally steps, damn.
Kind of your leg just clipped through one of those.
Hold on. Alright, so we are about to... We need to leave.
Yeah. Let's see here. We are, yeah, we should be all set. Because, we're obviously not going to get out of this without a fight.
Yeah, what do you want here?
This is going to be kind of like... I think I've got, like, the, kit for this.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I like
So
what we've got right now.
The upcoming fight is going to be pretty heavily... Okay. Pretty heavily physical based. And luckily we have, you know, Protect Gut at this point in the game, so that's good.
This is also where power really comes into play.
Correct. Are we going to rush down?
Yes, that's the plan.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to keep the Adeptia rings on Cook. More force.
Alright. Anyway, you remember this thing?
This guy's annoying.
Oh my god. Look at his face.
You won't get away this time, because you're all under arrest on suspicion of spying and for abducting Her Majesty the...
I'm gonna drive this fucking tank through the city, that's fine.
Alright. So... So, a couple things to talk about here.
Yeah.
This just take a look at its targets first.
Yeah, we got a cannon and we got the tank. Specifically these two units. We need to get rid of these ASAP because what they do is they start transferring power over to the magic heavy tank and cannon, and once they get to full power, they have much stronger versions of their attacks that they spend meter on.
Yeah, so killing the cannon and the heavy tank, those two parts will end the fight. The top two. Mm-hmm. And then the tank unit and the cannon unit are like the bits. Ooh, it kind of wiggles around. A kind of annoying part of the fight here to start is that it actually absorbs magic casts.
Yes.
So we might not want to go full force first.
Let me at least make... Yeah, okay. We have damage ups on that.
So whatever you want to target down first, go for it. And then somebody's going to want to slam down, like, the barricade.
Yeah, good idea. Jansen has a all shield and all barricade, so we can do that.
So like, we want to do one and then the other.
This is actually a good way to, like, show it off. And then you can give power to Kaim.
Yep.
Yeah, it just absorbs MP regularly.
Yeah.
Also has pretty hefty defense, which is why the killer machine's really coming in handy here.
So that's one down.
This thing also fucking sucks because it reduces your GC more than normal.
Yeah. Also, you saw the damage is almost nothing, but it crushes your GC. That's why the barricade and the shield are.
Yeah. And this is a Volcanon, which is its area of effect hit. So it'll just, like, try to cripple your GC really quick and then use Volcanon to start hammering you down.
Yep. So we got power on Kaim, so we'll want power on... So that's all shield. And then we're all set on buffs. Once we finish the last power.
Yeah, it should be fine. Also, it can just charge the cannon on its own, so,
So check out this damage. That was power up, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty sizable. I feel a lot more comfortable just using it right now.
Yep. There's the Volcanon again. That's the reduced damage Volcanon specifically.
Yeah, so if this was powered up, it would be hitting both characters, I believe.
Yeah. Well, like that was the barricade blocking the Volcanon. Mm-hmm. Reducing its damage by about a third. So all shield should also help. And then from here, we really don't have much problems left. This is just deal damage to kill it.
Yeah, the cannon is probably top priority because that's where all the real damage is coming from.
Yeah. So from here, we're on forces and whatever we got.
Yeah, just rush it down. You really got to take care of it.
You can't GC, and also, like... So again, talking about how, like, you have... I mean, yeah, probably has effort. How, like, we have GC recovering moves. They're completely worthless compared to how much GC we're losing. There's no way to really keep your GC up and running here.
Yeah, like... One of Mac's traits is supposed to be like, oh, I have moves that help you mitigate GC loss, but, like, mitigation is so small that you'll never notice it.
Yeah, here's Tank Head. Yeah. Might as well, like, try to use one to see how much it recovers, just for visual sake. This fight's solved.
Just so, like, we can give you an idea of what we're talking about here.
Yeah, because the fight right now is solved, obviously. We're down to just the... Yeah. So then, like, if we go wall here...
He may not actually get to use it, considering he's so slow.
We'll see.
Oh, Mac, you're breaking our balls here.
I think we actually look and see. This thing has a lot of health.
It has some pretty sizable magic defense.
Yeah, it's gonna live. Okay. So, tank hit here. Literally, we're gonna have no guard condition.
47. Yo, look at how small that was.
Cool. We healed 150 guard condition and didn't even go up a level. The attack this thing does is like 300, so it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Our tank is too magnificent to strike, is it? Haha! Don't you realize it's no use? Huh? Why aren't we moving? Go! Move! Forward!
Leap before you look, I always say.
Anyway, we get our level, we get a bunch of learns because of the 13 SP. Mac learns Taunt. Mac does learn a lot of good things. That's one of the things about leveling him up.
Yeah.
Oh god. It's spinning.
All right.
Got that coming. Why don't you just go back to bed? Start the
There he is again.
Oh, what are you doing? Fire! Shoot them!
Oh! He's good. He's really good.
Yeah, Heihachi's great.
How could I miss?
Now's our chance.
Come on, Nick. Hurry, come on, let's run.
Just a little bit of stop there to look back.
That was all extremely silly.
It's gonna be great when we get him in the party in Disc 4.
Wait.
Oh, well, yeah, you're here. You would know something about 6 party members.
Yeah. Sorry about that thing back there.
Don't be.
Well, I didn't want to pull a stunt like that, but listen, did I hurt you? I'm sorry if I did. I didn't mean it.
It's fine.
I'm immortal. I can't be killed anyway. Nobody figured that one out.
Well, you know, I should really be thanking you for helping us escape.
1,000 years, no one. Like,
it's a really good thing that the guards didn't realize that she's immortal and thus,
You're
you know.
kind of weird. You got a crush.
Would you shut up? We had a moment there.
Aunt Ming, are you okay? Yes. Cook? Mac? Why are you two? Did something happen to your mother?
you know.
Passed on.
Please don't let your spirits fall. I'll always be with you. Thank you, Aunt Ming. Oh, why would a big boy like you be crying, Mac?
He's going to change from here on out.
Seth. What you said earlier, that we were friends, is it true? Yeah, but this isn't the best place to stop and talk about it. We need to get out of town.
What will you do, Your Highness? You said earlier you couldn't leave because you were the queen.
I'll go with you. It seems I must.
You'll come with us?
Yes. Awesome.
She's basically here because the kids are here.
I mean, it's not like she can go back right now. It's a little
Yeah.
awkward. So, what this does mean is that we just lost access to Numara.
Hold on. We're being pursued by both Numara and Gungara. We should probably find a ride.
We can still go to the port, but we can't enter the city proper because they've now blocked the bridge that leads to the port off, and obviously we have that debris back there.
Anyway, Seth has an idea of something we can do at the harbor. I have no idea what sort of
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
shit,
Here it is,
finally.
the final
Oh,
mechanic.
God.
This is the final. This shit is wild.
Okay.
Composite magic is so fucking strong. What it is basically it's spell combos. You have 2 spells from any particular book of magic. You put them together and you get your composite spell.
You can do a lot of shit with this.
This is where all of the incredibly powerful spells live. This is where your AoEs live. This is where your party healing lives. Forbidden magic, like all that shit, it's right here.
Yeah, so you can see on there, like, the little bit it's saying there is, like, flare plus shadow equals all flare.
This is also why spirit magic is so important, because learning the tiers of shadow in order to learn the tiers of, like, AoE magic is important.
Yeah. My book has a full list of all composite magics.
Here's the other thing about composite magic.
This is also why you're super down on skills, because you get to do all this combo shit.
Yeah, because like this is why magic is so strong and has like so many different options.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: a lot of composite magic is actually very slow, and this is why casting support and casting time mitigation becomes even more important, because composite magic is very much worth casting.
They're like 3 turns.
Yes.
In certain situations, so if we look at the spell book, I think.
So we got these. They're already 2 turns, but it's a combination of refresh and also curing a status.
And what else do we got? Do we have? I think we probably have all casts on.
There we
flare.
go. All flare,
yep.
yeah. 2A, so fairly quick casting time after the 2 turns, but like again, we can cut that down to 1 turn with casting support. We don't have to give a shit about Prism anymore. This is where the real money's at.
Yeah, so now we can target the I think those are the only ones we have at the moment.
Yep.
Also, we might want to take a look at our new character.
Yeah, so Ming is being another immortal means that she's also going to be pretty much staple to our party for the most part.
Yeah, her you might not. I don't know. It's going to be a tough choice here. How like what we do, because we obviously need to keep. So here's the trick: Jansen is the black mage, Cook's the white mage, Max the spirit mage. And in order to get like skills, we need them in the party to level. But we also want Ming, and we need to level Ming too, because Ming's down 3 levels on the party. Yeah, probably take out Jansen for now, and Ming can easily replace.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to just keep Mag, because I'm going to regret it otherwise. He needs the levels.
So, we also are going to want to have... Ming has some catching up to do. Again, the question earlier, God, why were you being so, stingy on those skill seeds?
No, we can give them to her.
Yeah. Because all immortals come at 3 seed slots. It's really annoying. So,
right, back on track.
Yeah. So we have to hold those in order to keep the characters online. Anyway, Ming also has a lot of catching up to do equipment-wise and skill link-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
we also have she also comes with Magic Research Report, which gives everybody else access to composite magic.
Which is the next thing we need the immortals to learn.
Yeah. Unlike all of the other books of magic, composite only has 4 tiers.
Yes.
But like level 1 is where like we're gonna get all of the like area of effect, offensive spells and party heals and stuff. Like it'll do a lot of work.
Yeah. We're gonna want to just start doing.
She already has level 3 black white.
Yeah, they are very nice. And give you that. We're gonna want to give her the defend commands. We're gonna want to give her the MP plus and HP pluses. Those are going to be big ones that she wants. Treasure glasses are done. Yeah, level 3.
And whatever, you can work on this.
Yeah, get some more of the immunities. So yeah, finally having a third, also skill link with Ming.
Oh, she's a yeah.
Like,
other way around.
Yeah. So she doesn't need to grab the magics immediately. I think Spirit 3 is probably her next immediate need.
Yep, sure is.
And then Anti-Seal, I think, is just immunity to silence.
Yeah, she'll get more stuff with accessories. We'll catch her up, but yeah, like Ming starts with a lot of very important stuff that we'll want.
Yep.
All right, so we're heading off to the port of Numara. Fortunately, we don't have to really get anything here. We can just, you know, get our business done.
The fun bit here is, by God, I wonder what plan the pirate in our party could have. I don't know. That's right, we're here to steal the white boa. They'll never miss it.
Jesus Christ, that thing is really still huge.
Yep.
Let's see if we can cut around to this area in the back here. Okay, so, not the white boa, but, hey, the ship's a ship.
Wow, this is a serious engine.
Hey, what's up?
So this is being
Hey,
guarded
how's
by
it going?
goblins?
Hey, that engine. Where'd you get it?
Oh, this. Let's see, when was that? A while back, an unbelievably huge fish washed up on shore. This was in its belly.
We checked it out and realized it could.
These guys have some really big god hand faces.
I'm getting a lot of that feel from bits of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like a charm, that boat was built to be General Kakanis' command vessel. Installing it is all that's left to do.
I see. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
These guys are pretty friendly.
They're just happy somebody's asking them.
No. A what?
Is there something you remember?
I really depended on it.
Depend on what? The fish or the engine?
The engine. It's from back when I was a pirate.
It's not really stealing if it was yours in the first place.
Yeah,
Also,
basically.
also,
A pirate?
we have said the magic word.
Yeah, we have started up this mechanic. I say mechanic, it's more like, endearment.
Bit.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
bit.
Yep, that's right. Wow! Amazing! That is so cool! Huh? Oh yeah, I've always loved women who are pirates and swordswomen and stuff. I read books about them for like ever. It is so exciting to meet a real woman pirate. I mean, to make a long story short,
She wants to be your apprentice.
yeah. What he said. Could I? So,
I love-
Seth, Mistress Seth, please let me be your apprentice.
Nope. Yep, it's the fastest thing in Umara. Nothing could ever catch it.
That sounds cool. I'm gonna just go take a look at it.
Yeah, hold on.
Really
Is this
close.
the bridge?
Yeah,
That's
that's the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You just let me slip on in here.
Okay, open the floodgates. Inform General Kakanis that the engine installation is complete. He said to call him when we're ready for a test run.
Just like,
Hey, look, someone's aboard! Hey, yourself, you little toad.
What are you doing there? Get off!
Yes, sir.
They're just trying to do their jobs.
I know. This is step one of Cook's piracy career, right?
Your ship is leaving.
Fucking Jansen.
Ooh. Wow, a lot of buttons there. Gonna need a manual. I think I'm...
Out of the way, amateur.
Oh, this is Seth in her element. She's so fucking
Beep, boop, beep,
psyched.
boop, bop.
Here goes. Starting engine.
The engine's cool too. This is a good ship.
This is also a really good bit too, where she's just like letting the memories flow back so she can get into the groove.
Yep.
Cast off.
Cast off. Let's go. Anyway, we got our shift to CG. The shifts are actually like the in-game cutscenes look about as good as the CG ones.
Oh yeah. Like this is actually pretty nice.
So anyway, the upside of stealing the fastest ship in the fleet is that nobody can catch you.
Hey, welcome to the world map. You know, the other one, the fully rendered one.
Yeah, we actually have a world map, by the way. Slant nose control tutorial.
Okay, so
all right, we have an optional area we should check out if we.
Yes, that's exactly where I'm going to actually.
Good. That was my first thing to say. Is the first thing I remember doing when I would get this is go to that place and steal everything.
Steal everything or fucking die.
That's what Turntail's for. I'm not gonna lie, I was concerned how the kids were going to affect the game's overall tone. It's only been delighted. Good.
Yeah, no, like it's actually pretty hard to find like games or any real pieces of media that have good kids.
They're very fun. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is Numara Atoll. Everything here will kill us. If I remember this place right? This is the...
Yeah, this is the coin flip between, oh, you can find some more silver Kellons, or you can fucking die.
I mean, if we fight a silver Kellon, that'll be cool, but... there's a reason we have Turntail as an accessory, is I guess the...
Yes. So, we got a couple things that we can get here. Numara Atoll is going to be important later on, because it's going to be like our primary leveling spot for a good chunk. Because of aforementioned silver Kellons.
Just calm down, okay?
Alright, let's check out what this thing looks like.
Oh, I'm not touching that.
Well, the thing has 5 times the health of our GC, so...
Mac's the one that got turned
Yeah, I think Mac's the one with Turntail.
Sorry, got homework to do.
So, extremely don't fight, you know. There are a lot of fights around here that are just don't. A lot of don't.
It's mostly those two encounters, silver Kellons and that thing.
But
we do have Regenerate.
Yeah, we finally get the level 2.
Yeah, this is regen.
It's fairly nice.
Like when we get spells from now on, it is like it's basically 2 layers of excitement, because you get the spell proper and that's pretty nice, but then you start to look at what it can open up for composite magic, and that's the real shit.
The shit I love about this one.
All generate, yeah, Regenerate and Zephyr. That's the good shit right there.
All generate rules. Like this one is one that is the, you know, it's our Zephyr heal, but also is a, you know, recurring regen, and you know,
and that's just level 1. You can see right here we got 2 more slots.
Yeah, we are going to be able to use all generate immediately. It's a level 2 spell.
Yep.
But generate at least is a nice one to have. And I don't think there's anything else we actually get from this one. I think those 2.
We got one more thing that we can get. here.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Again, we're here for kind of item theft. It's a small area. There's not a lot going on here.
Bronze
But we're here
Spirit
for the
Band,
Bronze Spirit Band.
which is not really useful considering Mac does have level 3 spirit magic already.
Yeah.
Or level 2. Well, at least we have it.
No, the useful thing it does, the thing I actually like it for, is giving, like, spirit magic to, like, Jansen.
Yeah, like just being able to equip it on a mortal is the big...
Yeah. That's the only real difference.
Holy shit, your staff, man.
Yeah, that thing, not fucking goodbye.
Sorry, got homework to do.
Hey, by the way, guard heal's really good. Like, being able to just stack a bunch of shit that you can do when you defend on your immortals is pretty good.
Now, let me check the notes on...
They just won't stop coming.
Sorry, got homework to do.
Alright, well, there's that.
Yeah, that's it for this area for now.
So, you might have noticed a little bit of something. We're kind of stalled out on the plot a bit. Because, like, we're barred from Numara, and we escaped, so... Now what? We know that Gongora is pulling some shit over in Ura. But, like, we don't really have a clear path to Ura as of yet.
Oh, also, this, boat has limitations.
Yeah. Primarily, the thing that you're going to see right here that is going to become very important for a large chunk of the game. These are the hypercurrents. They are the wall that blocks you from further progress.
So much so that we're going to get a little scene about them.
These are apparently not a consequence of the Magic Industrial Revolution or the explosion of magic or whatever. These have just always been there. Apparently.
These are one of the reasons that Numara was never invadable by sea. The hypercurrents.
We're not gonna make it! Turn back! The waves are gonna smash us to pieces!
But yeah, like, in-game, they function as a wall that prevents you from going out of bounds.
Yep.
Because you can see right here, all landmass is pretty concentrated. But you can see the lighter areas, those are the hypercurrents that block us. So we're pretty much boxed in right now.
Yeah, so Numara was, like, invincible to, like, no, you can't attack navally easily.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Also kind of raises some questions about its ability to be a port town on that front, but, you know, whatever.
It's still, well, the thing is, it gets to be a port town with the goats in town that we're able to get to, and then there's a northern point as well that would be like a reasonable spot, but
and I'm sure countries have come and gone, so Numara could just like have been trading with them.
Yeah.
So the other thing to note is that the Sea of Baus that we were at near the beginning of the game, like you can see it in the middle left of the world map, just like the thing that's like surrounded by like a bunch of little pieces of island.
Yeah.
That's completely blocked off by hypercurrents, as you can see. So what we do have to do is go to the blinking point over on the top, over on the bottom right of the largest continent.
Yep.
It's a little weird, but the idea, and like, I'm not entirely sure that this is really elaborated on right now until like we get there, is we need a ship that can traverse the hypercurrent so that we can get to Ura and stop whatever shit Gungora's doing. It's just hard to tell that that's what we're doing right now because, like, we just left and we're just sort of getting our bearings as where we are. Anyway.
So we land here. Well, we should go inside of the ship once.
Yes.
Before.
Yeah, like after the scene, we can go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Because we haven't shown off, like, the interior of the ship.
Try lad. No more worrying about sinking on that stupid ship. Ow! Hey, what the hell was that for?
The slant nose will never sink. Not with the captain's engine on board.
You think you're so cool now that you're a pirate? Well, I'm gonna teach you a thing or two about the pirate code.
And what code?
Definitely not punching children, Jansen.
Well, that would be a secret pirate code that we would do if we had the time. Hey, Grandpa! Wow, you have Cook is such a and what a kick! Boy, she's strong. That Cook. Ha
I have no idea what to say.
I have no idea what you just said.
What I'm saying is that Cook
Holy
is
shit.
as cute as a button. She's
oh my god.
Turn up, Jansen, turn up.
Creep. Cook, it hurts when you get kicked, you know? But he insulted the captain. Isn't that right, Captain?
Anyway.
Captain?
I got some time to process this. Oh. Or she's looking at this.
Yeah.
Sad.
Okay, so this is a story I'm definitely going to read because this is a Seth's dream.
Yeah, so they're not all crimes.
Mm-hmm. O wondrous beast Anera, proud descendant of the White-Winged clan, you alone were my irreplaceable companion. Would it anger you to hear me call us two of a kind? Were we not, in fact, a perfect combination, you and I? Bound together by a single thread, that gossamer thread we know as loneliness. Anera, I owe my life to you. Not, of course, that you saved my life in the ordinary sense of the word. Mine is not a life that can be lost under any circumstances. It is an irrevocable burden. I will not die. I cannot die, and therefore my life was not for you to save. O Anera, what you saved, I now see, was not my life, but my heart. Back then, long, long centuries ago, I was a pirate. The only woman pirate on the open seas. Seth Balmore. That name was known to all who plied the sea. Some spoke my name in fear and trembling, while others voiced it with deepest admiration. Some even called me the Righteous Buccaneer, nor were they far wrong, I'd say. The pirate ships I commanded had rules that were clear and strict. We targeted only one kind of vessel, those opulent passenger ships the wealthy boarded for pleasure cruises. We put a little bit of a scare into the passengers, of course, maybe rough them up a little, but killing was strictly forbidden. All we did was squeeze a few drops of treasure out of the purses of those who had more money than they knew what to do with. We traded our booty for cash with shadowy dealers, and the money we shared in the world's dens of poverty. I would cringe at being called a champion of justice, but we prided ourselves on being far more than villains. I became a pirate for one simple reason. I hated the law, and I hated even more those who flaunted the law for their own self-aggrandizement. In a word, I wanted a life of freedom. Whenever I stood at the prow of a pirate ship slicing its way through the waves, and I viewed the vast ocean stretched out beneath the clear blue sky, I felt enveloped in the joy of having taken limitless freedom in my own two hands. True, I need not traffic in the fear of death and aging known to all who count as human. And because I will neither age nor die, infinite time means for me infinite freedom. Not bad, wouldn't you say? I would spy the ship that would be our day's quarry. I was always the first to board it, springing lightly onto their deck with a shout, "I am Seth Balmore. Now be good and hand over your money and valuables." Then, taking the booty we had snatched, my men and I would raise a cry of victory and leap back into our ship. I was absolutely free. Nothing stood in my way. Eternal life overflowing with freedom. Not bad, wouldn't you say? Righteous Buccaneer? What kind of fancy pants nonsense is that? How about pirate, bitch? Of course, one always hears such jealous ravings in all walks of life, but especially so in the thuggish world of pirates. Needless to say, I knew how I had many enemies. Even a child would realize that being called a righteous buccaneer could only increase the number who hated me among such raping and pillaging brigands as pirates of the sea. But I didn't care about that. I could be stabbed with a knife or blasted with a cannon and still I would not die. Immortal Seth, they called me. And it was literally true, not just a figure of speech. I won't get in your way, I told the other pirates, but I won't let you get in mine either. I was afraid of nothing and no one. I lived the way I wanted to live and wouldn't, or shouldn't have, let anyone interfere with me. I went wrong only once, but that was all it took. In a moment of carelessness, I let them capture me. Of course, that alone was nothing for me to be afraid of. As I keep mentioning, I can never age or die. It would have done them no good to try killing me. And they knew it. The most they could do would be to rough me up a little and threaten to make it worse for me next time. They had to do something to show their men how tough they were. They couldn't just let me horn in on the pirate game and pretend it never happened. So I said, "Hurry up with the torture, will you? I haven't got all day." We were in a cave on a desert island. I was in handcuffs and leg irons and surrounded by half a dozen huge men, all well-known pirate captains. One of them was holding a long, thick chain. It gets sick to my stomach just looking at your sweaty faces. Come on, hurry up and beat me with the chain. Or would you rather strangle me? Whichever you choose, hurry and get it over with. The men laughed out loud. "Hurry and get it over with," said the leader. "Too bad for you, Seth, but this punishment is not the kind that can be hurried. I'm just sorry to say we can't stay with you to the end." "Yeah," chimed in another man. "Unlike a monster like you, we humans don't have all the time in the world." "Okay, men, let's make it fast the way the lady wants." Licking his lips, the man with the chain approached me. Two others grabbed my arms from the sides. They were not going to use the chain as an instrument of torture, but to rob me of my liberty. They chained me to a gigantic boulder in the cave. They were laughing so hard they could hardly contain themselves. "Just what you need, eh, Seth? It's the end of the road for you. Can't shoot you, we can't stab you to death, so we'll just lock you up. We'll never come back to this island again. And even a half-baked pirate like you knows this place is not on any sea lanes. No fishing boats, even. And right about now, your men have gone off looking for the wrong island. We're the only ones who know we brought you here. Not even our crews know where we are. Nobody's coming to save you, that's for sure. You'll be in here forever. Can't move a muscle, and you can't even die. All by yourself. For the rest of eternity." With that, the men walked out of the cave, leaving me there with a single lantern. "Cowards!" I screamed. "Don't run off like that! Don't do this to me!" But their only response was the hollow echo of my own voice in the cave. The lantern the men left behind was not meant as a kindness, but rather the opposite. It was a prop in their little drama. When it finally ran out of oil and went dark, it would impress on me the weight of eternal solitude. As long as the lamp kept glowing, I was filled with rage for the men. But when the oil was running low and the flame began to flicker, a deep anxiety assaulted me. Unable to move, I stared blankly at the flame. Eternity. This world has no such thing. Or perhaps it should not have. Solitude. I was always alone. Or more precisely, I always ended up alone. It was my destiny. I could be surrounded by companions whose feelings matched my own perfectly. I could share the deepest love with another, but in the end I would always have to lose them. Do you know what it feels like to see countless others succumb to death while you yourself are on the road of endless life? Ah, but in your case, Anira, you do have some idea. As I watched, the lamp in the cave went out. A world of darkness spread out before me, and there I was, alone. No more would I taste the sorrow of parting, but neither would I be able to chase the joy of meeting, eternally, without end, alone. I did not try shouting. People shout and scream for one reason only, because they want someone to hear them, because they believe there is someone somewhere who will hear their cries. I did, however, shed tears, which is not to say I wept. There's no way that the immortal woman pirate Seth Balmore would ever break down and cry. A tiny tremor went through the darkness. That's all it was. And then I noticed, oh, tears are coming out of me. Really, that's all it was. The hours passed, or perhaps it was days. In the darkness, I lost track of the flow of time. There was something else I lost track of. If all there was left for me to do was to stay by myself, struggling against eternal solitude, incapable even of rotting away, then what was the purpose of my living in the world? Perhaps the men who trapped me here had been right. Unable to either age or die, perhaps I was some kind of monster. Then why was such a monster living in this world? What was I supposed to do here? I did not know the answer to that. I would never know the answer to the end of my never-ending life. I felt frustration, sorrow, but above all, fear. Eternity was frightening to me. Solitude was frightening to me. I might have been trembling, or, without even the energy for that, I might have been utterly drained. Whatever it was that I was feeling, that is when it happened, Anira. That is when you first appeared before me. A tiny burst of light softened the darkness, and from the light, almost before I could even wonder what it was, there came a voice. Are you too trapped in the prison of solitude? Who is that? In the light, a flash of white wings. Then, with a sudden increase in size and brightness, the light seared my eyes. Accustomed to total darkness, my eyes could not stand the glare, and for an instant they could not see anything at all. Grimacing, I clamped my eyes shut before daring to open them little by little. There before me hovered a pure, white glowing beast. Its white wings were breathtakingly beautiful. How beautiful you were, Anira. But yours was not a florid beauty. No, it was subtly different. Your beauty wore a cloak of loneliness. I am like you, you said. And when I cocked my head to look at you with puzzlement, you continued. I have been looking for someone like you for a very long time. You spoke slowly, majestically. Oh, immortal woman pirate, you and I share a single destiny. You knew who I was. Together, let us escape from this solitude and make our way together, you said, your eyes locked on mine. Escape from this solitude. The words continued ringing in my ears. But I did not know who you were. I could not even be sure what you were, nor could I leap joyfully at the invitation of one I could not tell as friend or foe. Who are you? I asked. I am Anira of the White-Winged Clan. White-Winged Clan? I had heard the name before. The White-Winged Clan were said to be wondrous beasts that had become extinct in the distant past. I have heard that the White-Winged Clan died out long ago. I am the last of the bloodline. The only survivor? Indeed. As I said, the last. Which is why you speak of solitude? At that point, almost before I knew it, A weak, almost self-mocking smile crept over my face. I felt myself lowering my guard as I spoke to you. My chains, however, were digging ever deeper into my flesh and shackling my heart as well. You used the phrase prison of solitude before. It's true. This is a prison. Being alone for eternity is a prison without bars. You nodded at these words of mine, Inera, in silence. But then you said, I was in a prison too until just now. I'm sure it's true to be the only living survivor. I've spent far too long a time alone. I know what you mean. In the legend, members of the White Wing clan are thought to live 1,000 years. But even if you were to live on for several centuries, as sole survivor, you could never meet a female member of the clan of the White Wing and hope to make children with her. The clan will never rise again. The sole survivor must live out the remainder of his days alone. In order to conquer this unbearable loneliness, you said, I would need someone to make her way with me. Then you looked hard at me and said, "O pirate woman, are you not of the same mind?" I nodded in agreement. Then I made a point of smiling and said as casual as I could, "In other words, you're lonely." Your beautiful face softened and you said with some embarrassment, "I wonder." According to the legend as I have heard it, the clan of the White Wing are proud and love their solitude. This only increased your embarrassment and you said, "Solitude has its limits." That did it. I decided to trust you then and there. Well, if that's how you feel, you should come right out and say it. I want company. Company? Alright, a companion. A companion? Exactly. So it's decided. I'll team up with you. That ended all hesitation. Just as you saw in me one to make your way together with, I put my full trust in you. Let's go wild on the high seas, I cried. Isn't that what make our way together means? You mean like I should become a pirate? You don't like the idea? You paused for the space of one breath and chuckled softly. I've always wanted to give it a try. No sooner were the words out of your mouth than you leaped at me. With one bite you cut through the thick chain that held me down. O wondrous beast Inera, proud descendant of the White-Winged clan. This was how you and I first met. In the 900 years since then, we raged over the open sea more wildly than I ever had before. When I stood at the prow of our pirate ship in search of prey, you were always there beside me. We became irreplaceable partners, friends, companions, family.
And that's memory.
Yep. It's interesting how much different, like, she views immortality than Kime. Like, the same sort of ways, but also just kind of different because, like, unlike Kime, who was constantly roaming around the countryside and, like, being a soldier for various countries and stuff like that, watching how civilizations rose and fell, she was always, like, out on the ends, like, on the fringes. She was always just, like, traveling across the open sea and not having to deal with any of that shit.
She also, as we heard there, specifically did have a companion in immortality.
Yes.
For at least a long period, if not now. That means she has a different view on things.
Yeah, as Mastaza says, Kime was bound by an endless series of attachment, while Seth was busy committing herself to freedom.
Yeah, and yeah, also, another thing I'm gonna note with this game has, like, oh boy, like, we are in a fantasy world where basically everyone we know is human, but there are a number of, like, non-humanoid races. The little goblins that were running the ships, you know, that talk about the White-Winged one. Oh, hey.
So, Tuska's a little bit different.
Some towns,
Yeah, this is you're gonna see this pretty soon, but this is more or less Kime's home away from home.
It's good to see you again, Kime. But you haven't changed a bit.
everyone's just kind of got the idea, like understanding that Kime is immortal, and just sort of rolls with it. So like this is just kind of like home base for Kime, more or less.
The Kellon statue.
There it is. Alright, so what else we got in here? Because I'm pretty sure, like, we have a couple of things that we can grab before we go into the inn, right?
No. Make your way around and check the place out.
Yep. Actually, this is something that we can do for a particular thing that I know is coming up. That'll let us just have free reign of the whole village, and we can just, like, run around and start checking shit out. Alright, let's go get some fucking rest.
I think we have 2 or 3 dreams that we grab in this town.
Something like that.
I'll go speak with the king. We've never met, but I've heard he's very wise. I'm confident that he has a ship that can get us past the hypercurrent.
Yeah, see, this is the bit that you wouldn't, like, pick up on right away, because they don't tell you.
Wow, that hit the spot. You know, I'm finally starting to feel at home here.
3 in town.
Are you even listening to me?
There's a time and place for that stuff, and this is neither. Tell me, is it really true you can't drink?
Yes.
That is so sad. But you're a queen. I mean, don't you have wine or champagne at parties or banquets, hangings, any festive thing like that?
No.
We just have sparkling grape at the palace.
Come on, just give it a try. I guarantee you'll like it. Really. It won't kill you, I promise. In fact, I bet if you take a couple drinks, you might get your memory back. Yeah, it relaxes the mind and other things.
You think so?
Absolutely. Hey, look at me. You're talking to Jansen here. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
What? You don't like the cheap stuff?
No, it's just I've never tasted anything like it before.
You don't have to force yourself to drink it.
No, I want my memory back. If there's any chance this will help, I'll manage to drink it.
And thus we got the queen incredibly wasted.
Wow.
Okay, just fucking trashed on drink 1, huh?
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
Whew. I feel very lightheaded all of a sudden. It's affecting me like you said it would. Oh, your muscles are so...
Oh, no.
Again, she said she hasn't had a drink.
Yep.
In her memory, so she's extremely a lightweight.
You know you're cute when you're asleep.
Jansen!
Ah! What? Oh!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Wow, we've had this discussion about, you know, what's going to happen next and planning.
Happen next?
Yeah. You know, she's going to talk to the king and get us a ship because yours can't float where the... You know, after all, Goats has got the most advanced technology around. We'd figure we'd get a more seaworthy ship from him.
I love the fact that he was listening.
Yeah, like immediately was able to have a cover story.
The doubt this time. But don't try any funny business with Ming.
Yeah, well, I'm looking out for her too, you know. I mean, look how restful she looks right now.
God.
Alright, check the cabinets for your freebie.
Please enjoy some seeds, compliments of the house. Aquara Bomb. Okay, that's the level 2 spell.
Yeah, we don't even have that yet.
Yep. Conveniently, Tosca is also where, like, Chaim and Sarah both lived.
Yes. I just love that this is a town where everybody just sort of knows Chaim.
Yeah, even the children, oddly enough.
There you go.
The children is the bit that's kind of weirding me out more than anything, because, like...
They hear stories.
They hear stories, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Chaim! I heard you were back.
This place takes me back. And it looks like the years have been good to you.
Knock it off. I'm a bona fide old man now.
Well, if you don't mind my saying so, you've aged really well.
Thanks, honey. Drink up. This is on the house.
That is mighty nice. I don't mind if I do. Can I have that big, large mug over there?
I was only 7 when you saved the village. But I remember you as if it were yesterday. You were a hero to us kids back then.
Yeah? So, we're trying to get to Goatsa.
Ah, forget it. The only way is through the Black Cave.
I heard it'd been closed off by some old sorceress.
There's nothing to be afraid of. We'll just bust our way through.
It's not that simple. Neither muscle nor magic have had any effect. Although adventurers with plenty of both have tried. My guess is that only that old sorceress can bust through the blockage. She's got some serious magic energy. Yep, she sure does.
Why don't we wait until she goes to the bathroom? Then we can, sneak by her.
Oh, it gets better. You know that place where you and Sarah lived? Well, that old sorceress has moved in.
My house?
What? You don't even have a lease agreement?
We kept the place up after you and Sarah went away, so it'd be ready if you ever came back. But I'm afraid she's made a mess of it. Sorry.
I love this dude has like 2 different voices, it feels like.
Yeah, like, she's got like a... I'm gonna read the line like this, but I feel like reading this other line like this.
Then I'm gonna read the line like this.
No, I don't give a fuck about that. Hey, Chaim, how's it going?
I think you'll be okay.
We're off to kick some old woman's butt. That doesn't sound right.
You're not gonna go off and leave Ming like this, are you?
We'll head out there tomorrow morning.
So I think we have one side quest we can do right now.
I've got a couple listed.
Well, Trace is right here, so we can also get rings if we want, but
yeah, I don't know if there's anything new. Pay respects to the Kellogg.
Okay, this is where we play. This is where we press X to pay respects.
All right, are you ready to view Kellogg minigame tutorial?
No.
You got 5 minutes. Do it. All right, so we gotta pay respects to 16 Kellogg's. Everybody paying their respects? Good.
Respects paid. All right, let's climb this ladder. We got 3 more.
Yeah, you have 5 minutes for this silly bit.
I do like that the icon in the upper left animates every time you do it.
Yep. The other thing we're going to get in town is the item finder. That'll be nice. Anyway,
that'll be helpful.
Okay.
I think we got one on the watchtower here. Oh, this is the other bit to the side quest. Some NPCs will be blocking areas where the statues are, and you do have to, like, go find other statues until they leave.
There's one on the right.
Got more Seeds of Terror. See if there's another one up here. Nope.
Chat. Just cat.
Just cat. Nothing in that pot, really.
Yeah. Okay, so we got one on the back right.
Yep. The good news is that, like, you can't, like, permanently fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's one.
After, like, you do enough of these, eventually someone's going to get out of the way and let you get more statues.
Watchtower, maybe?
Yep, there we go. Your manners before the Kellalon were impeccable. As a result, I'm going to withdraw all troops from South Figaro. Nope.
The door opened.
Ah, thank you.
To the left.
GameFAQs always made this quest look a lot more complicated to me than it actually is. They give you enough time to just rub your head against stuff.
Alright, so there's just the one in the house.
Yeah.
They were pointing to it on the left.
Oh, didn't see it. Yeah, there we go. Alright.
Okay, 3 left.
One of them, at least one of them should be up on that ladder, right?
Yeah. Not yet.
There's another place that we can go. What the fuck, kid?
In the end?
Yeah, let's go check that.
This is the Kellalon upstairs that started the quest, right?
Yes. That's got to be it, right? Like,
yeah. Then there's 2 more. There's one up the ladder and one in the back.
Yes.
So
get out there.
Yep.
Just fucking book it.
See which one opened first.
It's this one.
There it is.
All right, 30 seconds to get the other one, which is should be up that ladder.
Yep. The trick is how long the ladder will take. You're gonna cut it close. Because ladders are slow in this game. Please.
I'm still... Time's up. Whew! Made it just in time. I hope you enjoyed your quest.
Total of? Three Kellalon hearts.
Slot seed.
Slot
seal
seed.
blocker. And gamble. Gamble's big. Gamble's very big.
God. Freaking gamble.
Inflicts a random amount of damage on one enemy.
Dang.
This bypasses magic evasion and magic resistance.
Yep. This is,
We have now solved metal slimes.
Yeah, on top of hitting them elementally, you can gamble on them.
Yep.
Yeah, Comet. That's good.
It's Comet. That is what it is.
It's not 11999 range. It's like, but it's like a reasonably big range.
It's like random damage based on your level and magic power.
Yeah. So, there should be somebody in the town who you talk to, like across the bridge over by the other houses that gives you an item.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. My grandpa gave this to me. So this is the magic power locate.
Yeah, so how this works is you talk to some NPCs and sometimes they'll tell you about treasures and give you sort of a hint to where they are. And then that treasure becomes available for you to find. It is the go read a fac quest of this game.
Well, this is not, I mean, this one is pretty straightforward. There's only two possible places you really want to look.
Yep.
Either up this ladder or up the other ladder in the back of the town.
They do put a very slight marker on the ground for where the treasure is.
Dark crystal staff, dark crystal ring.
God, I have not thought about that movie in ages. Okay, so notable thing about the dark crystal staff. It is a Jansen exclusive.
Yep. Jansen only. Not that it matters, it's not doing anything.
The ring is a significantly better prize for everyone else.
Yeah, seal blocker.
So, win level 2, and the magic killer and occasional terror.
Damn, win 2 on that's really nice.
Terror is a random chance to whiff your physical attack.
Alright, so on my list, other things we can do in town.
We can get that story that I was thinking about.
Yep.
This is the one that I was waiting for. This is the one that's about bread. The hero was home from the war. He had performed gallantly on the battlefield, advanced to the rank of general, and made a triumphal entry into the village of his birth. The villagers welcomed him with a festive celebration. The grown-ups were treated to drinks beginning in the afternoon, and the children received sweet confections. The cattle and sheep in the pastures that supported the villagers' livelihood, whether because they were excited by the unusual commotion or were welcoming the hero in their own way, sent especially shrill cries reverberating to the blue summer sky. General, you are the pride of our village. Obviously full of pride himself, the head of the village thrust out his chest as he delivered his congratulatory address in the welcoming ceremony. To think that the foremost hero in the army came from this tiny village is so incredibly exhilarating and gratifying. I am sure our ancestors are overjoyed as well. The throng crammed into the village square burst forth with cheers and applause. According to the official figures released by the army the other day, General, you brought down at least 2,000 enemy soldiers with your own hand. A thunderous roar shook the square. Come to think of it, the population of this village is less than 1,000. This means, sir, that you managed to bury more than 2 of these villages' worth on your own. How fortunate for us that you were not one of our enemy. If by any chance there had been a warrior of your caliber on their side, we'd all be resting in the hilltop graveyard by now. A few of the women frowned momentarily at this remark, but the men, full of liquor, responded with an explosive laugh. Sitting stage center, the general lightly stroked his dignified beard. No one present knew that this was his habit whenever he was perplexed. When he left this village to join the army, he was just an ordinary soldier a long way from growing a beard. General, you truly are the savior of our army, and indeed of our entire nation. I understand that you will be leaving for another battle tomorrow, but we all hope that you will thoroughly enjoy yourself on this rare visit to your birthplace." The village chief ended his greetings and withdrew to the wings, whereupon the village's #1 entertainer bounded onto the stage in the most comical way he could manage. "Dear General," he cried, running over to where the great man was seated and going down on his knees. "Oh, hear my plea." The general looked at him uncertainly. "Is there any possibility that you would lend me the sword at your side, if only for a moment?" Perplexed though he was by all this, the general, impelled by the audience's applause and cheers, handed the man his tasseled and jewel-encrusted sword. The man bowed deeply as the sword entered his outstretched hands, and again he cried, "My gratitude knows no bounds." Pretending to stagger under the weight of the sword, he came to the front edge of the stage and held the weapon aloft. "And now, ladies and gentlemen, I will reenact that event that raised our dear general's fame to the heights in a single bound, when he hacked 18 of the enemy into little teeny-tiny bits." The audience cheered wildly, and the man, with exaggerated movements and commentary, swung the sword in a great arc. The audience knew exactly what he was doing. The general had not only made a name for himself for his strategic prowess, but was also widely acclaimed as a warrior on the battlefield. He did not rely solely on his weapons, but in the end leveled his opponents with sheer physical strength. This too was a matter of the utmost pride for the villagers. This is not the one about bread, but hell, we're here. Let's go. "Here we go. 1 man down, 2 men down, flip the sword back, 3 men down. 4th man slashed diagonally right through the shoulder, 5th man's head goes flying. Oof, then 3 at once. 6th, 7th, and 8th man, what a bother. I'll just skewer you like this." The man thrust his sword through 3 imaginary opponents and the crowd went wild. The general too broke into a smile and applauded. When he was through clapping, though, he stroked his beard again. "I'm sure you can understand how I felt at the time, sitting up there on that stage," the old general says to Kime before taking a sip of water from his leather pouch. His magnificent beard is completely white, so distant are the past events he is recounting. Kime nods in silence, and the general continues as if mulling over every word. "The more you know about war, the more you feel that way. I'm sure the villagers meant well. They just wanted to pay homage to their hometown hero. No, of course, they weren't being the least bit malicious. My village has the nicest people in the world, which is exactly why I found the whole thing so painful. I couldn't stand it after a while." Hacking 18 men to bits. The deeds of a hero related in numbers. Surely the man who playfully swung the general's sword on stage that day could never have imagined the ones who lost their lives on the battlefield. The agonized expressions on their faces, the curse in their eyes as they stared into nothingness. That's alright too. People who live peaceful lives don't have to know about such things. That's what people like us there are for. To keep their lives far away from the battlefields. Don't you agree? Thanks to us and our killing of enemies, the people we're supposed to protect don't have to know anything about the bloodiness of war. Unless you believe that, what's the point of people killing each other? Kime says nothing in reply. Without either affirming or negating the old general's words, he stares vaguely at the general's troops. "What'd you say your name is? Kime? I suppose you've killed more enemy soldiers than you can begin to count. There is no way I could count them all. I thought so. You have a flawless build, the kind that can only be tempered on the battlefield. Only a man who survived one battle after another can carry himself the way you do with complete naturalness. How does a man like you find himself driving a horse cart over a mountain pass?" Kime is ready to leave without answering if the old man asks him such a question. But the general inquires no further into Kime's background. Instead, there is a sense of relief in the smile he bestows on the sight of Kime resting his horses at the pass. I was 16 the first time I went into battle. After that, I just kept running from one fight to another until I made it all the way to general. At first, I remember the faces of the men I crossed swords with and killed. Even if you don't try to remember them, they get carved into your memory. I had terrible nightmares. And try as I might, I could never seem to wash off the stench of the blood that splashed on my face and hands. That was a hallucination, of course, but it got so bad that once I spent a whole night in a river trying to wash myself off. The general paused a moment to think about his story, then went on. But after a while, you get used to it. You get used to fighting and killing over and over again. Your body and your mind and your heart, you just get used to it. That's how people are. So I stopped having nightmares. I killed all the enemy soldiers I could lay my hands on, and I forgot every one of their faces. It's the same for you now too, Kaim, isn't it? Maybe so. It's like a curse. If you don't get used to it, your heart breaks. On the other hand, if you do get used to it, your heart probably ends up breaking someplace deeper down. The general casts a fond glance toward his resting troops. Then, slowly shifting his gaze far down to the foot of the mountain, he says, "So that's what it was like for me back then, when I returned to my birthplace in triumph." For the final event in the welcoming ceremonies, several children mounted the stage. And now, in honor of our hero, the children will present to the general a floral wreath more marvelous than the greatest medal there ever was. The audience went wild again. When the children put the wreath on his neck, the general favored them with a warm smile. The first honest smile from the heart that he had managed since climbing onto the stage. And finally, as a special treat for the general, who's been galloping from one battlefield to the next far from his native place, the children's chosen representative will read his own original composition, spelling out the joys of the peaceful life of the village. With a look of grim intensity, a small boy barely old enough to go to school unfolded his composition, and gripping it in two hands, began to read aloud from it, straining to make himself heard. First, I'm going to write about one of the nicest things that happened to me. At my house, we have a pasture with lots of cows and sheep. One cow had a baby 2 days ago. I helped my daddy by stroking the cow's back with a handful of straw while she was having the baby. That makes the cow warm up so it's easier for her to give birth. The baby was born just before the sun came up. It was a tiny baby, but it could already stand on its own legs. The baby, wow. I'm going to take care of this baby until it gets big. Dear little calf, hurry and grow up, okay? The general had tears in his eyes. Now I'm going to write about one of the saddest things that happened to me. That was when my grandma got sick and died. She was such a nice grandma. I know her sickness made her feel bad, but she was always smiling when I was around. She let me hold her hand when she died. I watched her face the whole time because I knew I wouldn't be able to see her anymore, and I just wanted to remember her even after I grew up. She just kept smiling and smiling for me right to the very end. That's why she's always smiling when I think of her. Are you looking down on me from the sky, Grandma? I will never forget you as long as I live. Tears were streaming down the general's face. When the ceremony ended, the general left his village and headed for the town where army headquarters were located. There he wrote a long letter to the king, and he gave his sword to his most trusted lieutenant. The general had decided to retire. This was as big a surprise to me as it was to anybody. But when I heard that little boy's essay, it occurred to me. What makes us really human is to celebrate each life that comes into the world, and mourn each life that is lost. I didn't need medals anymore. I didn't need the honor of being allowed in the presence of His Majesty anymore. I wanted to be a real human being again. As a result, overnight I went from being the village hero to being reviled as a traitor. The general turns to face Kaim and asks, "So you're gonna mock me as a coward who ran away from the battlefield, or blame me for being a deserter who betrayed his own patriotism?" Kaim turns a gentle smile on the old man. "Neither," he says. "As a soldier, you made the wrong decision, but as a human being, you made the right one." The general strokes his white beard and says, "My habit has changed too. Nowadays I find myself stroking my beard when I'm embarrassed." The two men look at each other and smile. "Okay, back to work," says the general, standing with a grunt. He calls out to his troops, "All right, men, it's all downhill from here. Let's give it one last push and get back to the village before sunset." The troops under the general's command consist of 30 sheep, not one of whom is likely to take a person's life. "Tell me, Kaim, are you planning to go back into battle at some point?" "I don't really know," he replies. "I'm content with herding sheep for now," the general says. "I don't have the least regret for the decision I made that day." It would make me happy to think this could be a kind of lesson for you. With this parting remark, the general turns away from Kime and begins walking. The sheep amble along after him in newly reformed ranks. Standing at attention, the general raises his right arm and waves his troops on. Forward march! The command he had once delivered to tens of thousands of men in the battlefield now echoes pleasantly among the mountains of his native village. And then sometimes you just get treasure hunt.
Yeah, then you get treasure hunt. That was a good one. Cause
like, it wasn't, like, I literally thought it was going to be the bread one, but, like, that was also really good.
Go to the behind the waterfall, Kellan. I like that one for showing, like, hey, they don't have to all be depressing as hell. Like,
yeah, that dude that dude made the right choice. He just decided, hey, this is kind of whack. I kind of feel like I just want to be a person and just, like, raise sheep and stuff, because, like, bringing life into the world is actually pretty cool.
Alright, you want to find a couple around here somewhere to talk to? Maybe these two? No. Yeah, just kind of look around and talk to folks in town. There's one more in this area.
Yeah.
You can just talk to folks.
Might be inside here. Wait a minute, Guile was right. I can go home and be a family man.
Damn. Alright, talk to the man near the village entrance. So not in here, but...
Okay, yeah. I did want to at least make sure that I had checked the cabinet, too.
Yeah, both of them are outside in some way. So just talk to folks in town. I'm sure you'll find. Just everyone. You'll get there. Sure.
Yeah, somebody's got it. Okay, so this guy brings up something that is pretty heavily implied. The reason why Tosca can afford to be so peaceful is because, like, they're kind of cut off by the old sorceress's curse, in a way.
Yeah.
Goats and troops can't get to them in order to impress them into the army, so they can just sort of chill out here.
And maybe those two by the... Nope. No. Somebody out here. I just don't know who. And then the third one's in the end.
Ah, crap.
What's up?
I spy a peapot. I don't have enough seeds for you yet, buddy. Where am I at, actually? Okay, 11 out of 20. That's not too bad. Yeah. It's better than I expected. Nope, can't open that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, this is the one about bread that we unfortunately won't have time to do because, like, yeah, we're trying to get to the next bit, but, like, this is going in the backlog. It's probably going to be one of the first stories that I do when I do a roundup stream. There will be bread.
Yeah, it's nice because the stories in here directly relate to, like, literally this village. All right, the inn is the last one.
Okay.
So you're looking for some folks to talk to in here.
Shit. There's an exam. Okay, there is. Good fucking lord. Just a portrait on the wall. Okay, that's fine. That's where we're staying. Well, now we got a shop.
We can actually buy some healing herbs.
Buy something, will you? I'll get a killing cutlass.
Yeah, that's an upgrade.
Combat teachings for a counter, which we already have, but I'd like to stock up on that stuff. Anti-Dizzy.
Yep.
And Eastern Spirit Band.
Yep, and then...
Yeah, I think this is basically fine. We'll...
Yeah, we can get ourselves some healing herbs, and that's like the last like useful thing we can get here.
Yeah.
Here you go.
You got everything from inside here? Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, we got these. So I don't know exactly who you gotta talk to, but it's somebody in the end.
Okay.
Check the details if it gives any.
Alright, let me check my thing. I should probably just bring this over closer to where I am. Yeah, the monitor I got's like way away from me.
Eavesdrop on people at top of stairs.
Okay. Okay, this sucks ass. Was I gonna get anything important out of this? You know what, actually, it might just be a good idea to go ahead and call it here, because it's been 3 hours.
We're at 3 hours. We'll do the sorceress stuff next.
Yep.
Alright, then.
Well, hey, thanks everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Glad you're all having a good time. Thanks as always to Sly09 for helping me with the stuff.
Yeah. Glad to be here.
Yeah, okay, so, next time we got some more, content, and then I, like, probably gonna do another, story roundup and, you know, some bonus stuff as a palate cleanser, because we do kind of need that. Anyway, I'm gonna go get something to eat, I guess.
Alright.
See y'all, some other time. Have a good night, everybody.